wondering how many people will join today, or if they're all meditated out from the huge meditation, worldwide meditation that happened this morning. Hello. I'm wondering who's going to join us today and how many, because I'm figuring that everyone's meditated out from the mass meditation. And if anyone knows, I'd love to know how many people joined in that meditation worldwide. I'd be really fascinated, because not only did I do that, I've been up since dawn, I've got bags under my eyes. Not only did I do that meditation, but I did several others that I saw the repeats that were done afterwards, and they were all really good, and a lot of them had a massive amount of people, like 30,000, 28,000 in their groups doing that meditation. So I'm sure we must have got over 1 million in that, and I felt really good. So I thought we would change it up a little bit today and do something quite different. So welcome. Yeah, you did too, Annie. That's great. Yeah, I thought it was really good, and I could feel all the people around the world. I could feel this thing of goodwill and everything, and yeah, I was quite excited. Actually, I saw one guy did a live one at the time. I watched it afterwards. Yes, everyone's feeling exhausted from all of the meditation that they're doing, Rosalind. Yeah. So he sat opposite his wife, and he had this. They were all dressed in white, which is why I'm wearing creamy colour today. They were all dressed in white, and they sat opposite each other with veils over their head, and they did the meditation. And she's quite pregnant, so at one point she kind of leaned over into him, and he was doing the meditation, touching her belly. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful to watch. And I could feel the peace and the love that they have for each other. It was very nice to see a couple doing that, and with a baby on the way. That was great. Good morning to you, Barbara. Yeah, so I'm very excited about today, because I thought we would probably have 2 people on because of the mass meditation. I thought you guys are all meditated out, and probably felt you did your quota for the day, and you would have, absolutely. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about today, because in the meditation, I got a few things, and as I'm sure many of you did, I got that this is a mass initiation, a mass worldwide initiation. And the initiation is to yourself, to understand your own power. Yeah, it brings me to happy tears too. To understand your own empowerment and your ability to create. We have all been sitting on the fence, thinking that we have no power, but we do. And our power is our heart. And we've been all placed in our minds at various different times. And yeah, it was very good, the meditation, Helena. So we've all been placed in our minds. And I think that the initiation is to go within, to go into our hearts, and to co-create this as a united front on the planet, to really understand what our power is. And so it's the initiation of empowerment that's going on. And we've all been sat inside, well, a lot of us. I know that some of you aren't in full lockdown yet, but we've been sat inside, not being able to go out, and having to go within, and feeling the silence outside as well, which I think is quite good. So what I'm going to say to you all is that you're all ambassadors of light. And you're here at this moment to spread the truth of what you know, not the truth of what you've learnt on earth, but what you know from where you come. Now, I've done, I know most of you here, probably all of you I know, And so when I connect with someone, I connect with their energy and their intention and their heart. So I know the heart of everyone here. And I also know that you know, it's a lot of words, isn't it? That you know that you're here for a reason. That you are understanding what will make the earth a better place, but not knowing how to create that in the current system. So now there's an empty landscape, and we can create the systems that we want. And I know that you understand this. I know that you get it. That inside of you are these universal laws, this knowingness of how to get along, how to listen, to understand, to respect each other, and how to live in harmony. And of course, I'm not suggesting that you respect abusers at all. But what I'm saying is that the more that we concentrate on the goodness in ourselves and allow that to go out without compromise, the more that people will rise to that. So I feel that, yeah, that's right, Maya. The lectures are really important. The talks that you give are really important about the heart. So exactly, there's lots of people having lots of different experiences, and what you're doing is you're bringing down those light codes that are your gift to the planet, to ground them here at this moment, to co-create a reality we all know and agree upon, that we can live in harmony. And we can, our governments can work on our behalf. So what we're seeing is the consequence of that initiation, because for worldwide, now I understand that most of you have already gone through that initiation, but there are a lot of people that haven't. And so what happens when you go through initiation? You enter the dark night of the soul. You have something that hits you, that tears you apart. So to come out again, to find your truth. And we've all done it. We've all done it through the pain and loss of someone we love, through the pain and loss of something we love, even parts of ourselves. When sometimes we have to face the trauma of abuse, we have to let go of that abuse to find the love in ourselves. So that can be just as painful as experiencing it, the letting go. That's the dark night of the soul. And what we're seeing on the planet, good morning Atso, is that people out there are going through this initiation and they're losing everything, and they're even losing their minds. So they're burning down, 5G towers, they're going into hysteria about different things, they're freaking out they're not going to have enough food, they're going to lose their internet, they're freaking out about everything, because they're having to face the initiation of self and self-empowerment, because these people have given over, have handed over all responsibility to the government or some form of system. It could be medical system, it can be anything. They've given over their power, and now they're being asked to take it back through this shutdown. So I just wanted to explain that, because that's what I got this morning in this meditation. I was like, wow, this is initiation of self-realization and empowerment for many on the planet. And that's why we have groups of people coming together and meditating and sending out this blessing and goodwill. But we also have groups of people who are panicking. And from the beginning, we were told, stay calm, stay centered, because we are the voice of reason. We are that energetic connection that people have to suddenly go through the dark night of the soul initiation and think, okay, it's okay, I've got this. There's a vibration of awareness. Surrender to peace. Surrender to it now and know thyself. I'm an advocate of Christ's teachings as well as Buddha's teachings, and A lot of what was in the Bible was bullshit. Actually, it was all changed. There was a lot missing, particularly the writings from women. They've all been removed. The writings from Jesus have all been removed. Don't tell me Jesus didn't write his own information and chapters, because he did. It was all removed. That's a big thing. Actually, you know who's really good at communicating about that is Greg Braden. If you want to look at some of his work, he's amazing, and he's definitely coming from the heart. So I and many women here absolutely feel that something isn't clear about the teachings on this planet, and it's a definite lack of feminine information. And you're right, it's not clear. Even in schools, it's not given. You know, you're in classroom and you're hearing about what men have created, what they invented, what they destroyed, all the famous men's names. The only ones you hear about women is Florence Nightingale, the nurse, the carer, the giver, you know, Mary Magdalene, the whore, and the Virgin Mary. So, you know, okay, we hear about, in modern days, we hear about Germaine Greer. I remember Gallen did a thing on Oprah Winfrey at school, but we're still not hearing about women's impact and input onto the planet. So therefore, men grow up believing and understanding, which is right. It's, you know, they understand their place. They know their voice on the planet. So a lot of them don't hesitate with what they know. And that's why we tend to listen to men more, because they've always been presented as the authority. Women, however, grow up in classrooms going, well, where's my voice? Where's my place? My only place is, the grandmother. That's right. My only place is, and she was interesting too, the grandmother of Jesus, Anna. Little girls are brought up to think, where's my voice? I don't have a say. I better be good, blah, blah, blah. You know, we all know what it is. What I'm saying is that the divine feminine has been removed from many, many books of knowledge and religions, and there's an uprising in it. Don't be afraid of it, because the divine feminine is peace. It's not war. So I don't understand why men don't embrace it. And in fact, they do embrace it in the home. They love going home to that peace that we create. They love going home to the nurturing. They love receiving the encouragement. They also manipulate forgiveness from women, but that's another story. I'm not going to go into that today. Anyway, I decided that we would do a totally different meditation today. And what we'll continue on with all these group meditations about raising the vibration of the entire planet and giving out that blessing of your light, because you're all ambassadors of light. And you've already gone through that initiation of empowerment. And we're helping the rest of the planet to do the same. So what we're going to do is wake the light in everything, all right? So let's begin. We're going to do the same as, you know, empowering our own vibration, activating our chi, and then connecting to the Mother Earth, Father Sky, but then we're going to do something different. Oh, let's get started. I'm just going to turn on a little bit of music. Okay, so taking 3 deep breaths. Releasing, connecting, closing your eyes, connecting with the breath as it enters and leaves the nose. concentrating on the sound of the breath, the feeling of the breath as it enters and leaves the nose. You can create the mantra so on the in-breath, hum on the out-breath. So, hum. Now taking your awareness and your breath to your brain, your third eye, your pineal gland. Breathing in, connecting, and as you breathe out, expanding a ripple of light from the pineal gland throughout the brain. Breathing in, connect, and as you breathe out, expand the light. I want you to imagine that inside the pineal gland is a little body of water. And we understand that water carries memory. It's easily imprinted. And the purpose of the water inside the pineal gland is to hold all the memory and information of universal truth and all that you have been. So from this space, I would like you to breathe in. Imagine that you're breathing in to the water within the pineal gland. And as you breathe out, you're blowing a ripple in that water and it's vibrating all the information that you have out into your brain and onto the planet, out into the mental planes of existence on planet Earth. Breathing in, breathing out. You're going to spend 1 minute connecting with the water and expanding its vibration. Good. Now I want you to imagine or intent that water inside the pineal gland is creating a little vortex, a vortex of light that you're going to direct down through your body, down into your head. You're directing it down, this little vortex of light from the pineal gland. You're directing it down through your throat, down into your heart chakra, and then across into the vortex of the heart. And that little vortex of light from the pineal gland is starting to communicate with the space of the heart, and it's beginning to amplify and spread out that light to the vortex of the heart. So as you breathe in, you concentrate and focus on this vortex, and as you breathe out, the two vortexes become one and expand out onto the earth, into the emotional grids and dimensions of planet Earth. So breathing in and spreading out that vortex. It's a little vibration spreading out. And I want you to take a minute concentrating on that vibration spreading out into those dimensional realities, and understanding that your mind and your heart are one. And should you choose, you can hum the vibration of your heart. Good. Now very, very gently, moving the space, the vortex of the heart, and expanding it into the center of your chest, the heart chakra, and moving that vortex now down through your body and down into the earth, connecting with the first dimensional reality, the reality of matter. And you're sending that vibration of that beautiful vortex of heart and mind into the earth and vibrating it out across the lands, deep into the core of the earth, allowing your vibration of heart and mind, pure light, to vibrate out like a ripple in the center of the earth. And as it vibrates out, you're blessing the earth with love. With the intention of peace. Hear the humming of your heart, the vibration of your soul. And that vibration is going down into the earth and vibrating out across the land. It's going into the water, into the dirt, into the crystals. It's going into the roots of the trees, the plants. Good. And I want you to understand that that vibration is still vibrating down through your body into the earth, sending out a ripple of light, peace and love. Now I'd like you to return to that space in the pineal gland. You become aware of that vortex of light going down through your body to your heart and down into the earth. And now you're going to take a vortex of light from your pineal gland, from that water. We're going to send it up through the top of your head, that beautiful vortex of light, through the top of your head, sending it up into the room, the space that you're in, sending it through the ceiling, the roof of the building, past the trees, into the sky, through the clouds, into the outer atmospheres of Earth, popping out of Earth's atmosphere and into the universe. The universe, unlimited, all-knowing. Within the universe, planets are moving consistently and constantly, and those planets, that movement within the universe, creates a frequency. And I'd like you to imagine that that vortex from your third eye is connected to universal laws. It is connected to every living thing of light. And at this moment, those planets' movement is creating a field of light, all different colours coming towards your vortex of light. And there's colours of blue and pink, green, purple, magenta, silver, gold, all the colours. All these vortexes of light that represent every nation in the universe, every nation in the universe is represented by those colours. And you are the ambassador for the light on earth. You are the ambassador for these nations. You're going to spend 1 minute connecting with their vibration. Take note of what colours you're drawn to. Spend a little time feeling those vibrational colours. Good. Now you're going to allow those nations to join with you and bring them down like a beautiful rainbow with you through the vortex of your pineal gland. You're drawing them down and allowing them to merge with you. All these colours. It's like a prism of light, a crystal in the light. And I'd like you to, if you can, imagine that this light is now liquid, just like the liquid, the water in your pineal gland. And that water is full of information, full of ability, full of everything you need to know. And I want you to turn that vortex into a stream of liquid. It can be a thick liquid, a thin liquid. I want you to give it a texture, a weight. And draw it down now, down into the Earth's atmosphere, down into the sky, through the clouds, past the trees, into the roof of the building that you're in, and down into your crown chakra, down through your body and into the earth. Mother Earth, Father Sky of all nations, and you, Spirit, the physical manifestation of both, are joined at the heart now, in unity consciousness, in love. Join these two vibrations at your heart, and again, we have 3 minutes to send out this vibration onto and into all dimensional realities of planet Earth. And what you're sending out is the empowerment of every living being to know thyself. And the truth of the self is peace and love. And as you send out that ripple of liquid, I want you to feel it emanating from your body in a circular motion. It's a ripple of liquid representing all nations, all colours, all frequencies, and understanding that that liquid holds information, and that information is covering all dimensional realities on Mother Earth and guiding all living things to the awareness of self, peace and love. Because the truth in every living being is the desire to be loved and to love, to find connection. That's the core of the truth. We have 3 minutes. very gently returning to the space in your heart. And taking your awareness up into your pineal gland again. And you can choose if you want to stay connected to all those nations and Mother Earth. If you want to allow your gland to be reactivated with knowledge, continue to be of service. It's up to you. And giving thanks to all the nations that have supported you, not only through this lifetime, but through others, that have held the space of love for you when you haven't been able to hold it for yourself. Now taking your awareness to your feet and giving grace to Mother Earth for all that she has provided you in every lifetime. The safety, security, the comfort of food, comfort of beauty, the experience of taste, colour, smell. Thank her for everything she has given you. Now returning to the space in your heart and thanking your soul for reaching you, for reaching your mind, your body, your emotions, your feelings. Thank your soul for directing you, communicating to you, and loving you. Good, and when you're ready, you can wiggle your toes and your fingers very gently. Come back into the room. I'm burning up. I'm really hot from all of that, but thank you for joining with us today in that very deep, I felt, meditation. I'm very grateful that you took the time out on a Sunday to meditate with us and to give your love to the planet and your thanks to everything that is connected with you. I'm hoping that you felt the liquid, because that when you feel the weight of something that you're created, it's not just a mental construct. It starts to come into the physical. And that's how we teach manifestation in a shamanic way. In a way, you have to connect with the earth. So I'm wishing you all a beautiful day. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And I thank you from my very soul for what you're creating every day in your life. And one of the other things I actually got in that meditation was you know you're an empowered soul because every one of you is at peace throughout this trauma that's going on in the planet. You've held that space of truth, of peace and calm. So that's how come I know you're already there. So on that, I'm going to say goodbye. I love you all and thank you so much. Have a great day.